Well, howdy everybody. We're here with Pedro's Grow Room. Do you just want to give us maybe a quick introduction? I mean, I know I was telling you to do a little growing and stuff, but you want to give a quick little intro on yourself for those who don't know?
I grow cannabis. I process cannabis via ice water extraction, and then I press it into rosin. I do it both personally here, like 10 feet away from me, and I also do it commercially up in Parachute, Colorado, at a company called Eden. It's nude backwards, EDUN. So, so yeah, I've been doing processing um, of cannabis and growing of cannabis for the last I don't know 7, 8, 9 years or so. I don't know. It's getting to be a long time now. And I've been growing honestly, growing cannabis since about 99, 1999. That's a good year. That was a good year.
We've been watching some 90s movies on the stream recently. The 90s were just, everything was better. It was just vibes back then. Nobody had cell phones in their face all day. You were just chilling.
Dude, I had a pager.
Yeah, there you go.
Bro, I had to have somebody go to a phone, call me, and then make me run to a phone and then call them. It was super fucking. I was pimp dog, brah.
The idea of a pager is wild. Like, I gotta make a phone call. Like, where's the next payphone?
Hold up, there's somebody I gotta call right now.
You had to have quarters on you, or you ask, you have a quarter?
Or go to the phone, man, and then with the cord, you gotta pull the thing off the wall. Oh my god.
You barely see payphones anymore, too. Like,
airports, maybe?
Yeah. And the phone's not there anymore. You see the thing.
It's not there. It's just a little cubby hole.
Yeah, they yanked it off. Part of the cord is still there, but nothing else.
Well, what's going on, chat? I will try to pay attention to you, but
oh no, ignore the chat. This is more like a chat with you and me. We'll maybe take a moment to pay attention to them, but just ignore them. They talk crazy. I don't even know what they're saying most of the time.
Well, I need to take a moment to but get high. But you continue because this is what I do.
No, dude, yeah, do that. This is what we're doing. I'll chat. I think I saw Pedro on a nice little drive today out in Colorado.
Oh, bro, I went over the Grand Mesa up here in Colorado. I never get it to focus when I want it to. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Yeah, we went over the Grand Mesa in Colorado. Fall colors are getting to be just fucking ridiculous. And yeah, one of the last opportunities, probably without it being covered in snow, that we're gonna get to go up and over that bitch.
Yeah.
At least in a convenient time. So
not quite as good, but you know, decent.
Boy, we could get into some processing, and we could talk. I wish this would focus for you guys. We could get into talk. Oh, I almost did.
I can tell it's looking nice. Oh, there we go. It's looking ridiculous. I maybe had one recently that looked kind of close to that, but like most of them they're misses.
And then I busted out 2 new rigs for us tonight. So
nice. That's a beautiful one. Oh, Jesus. Yo, Pedro's got some nice glass. Oh, I think we're getting a little spam here. Let's turn that off.
Yeah, the part of the heady vault is right there.
There's the vault. You got the nice lights on there too. I still think about like I might want to get different shelves to light them up because I see here's my pride. Look, my shit's got one light from the top that barely does. You can't see anything on the bottom barely.
Fucking tape lights, dude. This LED just taped. Fucking it's beautiful. Yeah. I could change the colors, man. Yeah. Bro, you want me to make it sexy time in here? You want to talk about this OnlyFans thing? You want to hash this out, bro?
Do you want to hash this out? I see what you did there. I do want to hash it out.
All right, I'm gonna heat up over here. I think you'll be all right.
Oh yeah, you're good. So I think for the most part, Pedro's He's mostly consuming rosin. I know we do a lot of flower vaping over here, but I think it's all about. See, when you make the most amazing rosin, like, what are you gonna do? Like,
I don't know if I call it the most amazing rosin, but thank you.
look,
No, dude, I don't smoke much flower at all.
I don't smoke any. We vape it now. We figured it out.
But I tell you what, when I do take the occasional good flower puff, it does interact with my body differently, man. I get a different kind
it
of high to it.
It hits different, as the kids would say.
Yeah, right. Budsy, what's going on to see you out there?
Yeah, I think this should alert your followers that you're live here.
I think it did. But like you said, forget them. Whatever.
Yeah, forget them. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think I had a little guest star sesh recently, and I felt like everybody was getting distracted by the chat. I'm like, look, we're chatting. Let's go. You know, chat with me. But I get it. Because what the hell are y'all saying? Whew, that was some good looking rosin.
I have a bad habit of taking too large of it. It's like when I'm socially smoking, I take very large hits of rosin, generally. But when doing a live stream, it's kind of inconvenient to be like all choked up, you know, and trying to take a bunch of fucking rips. But over and over again, I find myself going in on that 1/4 gram dab while I'm live, because let's go, we're live.
Because you want to do it, and then you sit there in silence.
Ooh. All right, we're good. That was some peanut butter breath.
Oh man,
what is that? Oh, that's a little Puffco over there. Is that a new Puffco? Puffco, like new Puffco?
Yeah, they did an update on the base or whatever, so it's a bit better. But then there's the 3D XL.
You're gonna make me potentially very sad here. Is the connection, like where the glass connects into the piece, is it the same as they always were?
Yeah. That they didn't fuck that up. They're smart. Other companies are dumb in that regard. They know what they're doing.
I had a super fucking heady. It was a custom made from an Enough glass, ENUFF. It was yellow, but it was UV. You know, it was just gorgeous. I'm trying to think what the color was, and it was oversized and whatnot. And when I stopped using the Peak, instead of just fucking sitting on it, I sold the thing for really cheap because I just knew I felt like I wasn't going to use it again.
Yeah. And
now I've seen these new Puffco Peaks coming out, and everybody keeps saying that they're they keep making them better, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Which you had the original one?
No, I think we had the original one, but I think we had the Pro as well.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, I don't remember exactly why, I ended up just dumping it.
Okay. And I think because I remember you having it, but you didn't have the 3D chamber on it before they did the XL, right? Did you ever have an upgraded chamber?
I feel like I did not.
I think that's where it really started to get better once they made the atomizer better. Because they made a 3D and then they made a 3D XL, which is like, that's the one. I remember
feeling like I was cleaning it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, you know, with all this glass and my fucking OCD and whatnot, like everything's got to be kind of clean. You know?
Yeah. We're about that here.
But yeah. So, you know, if I take big rips, I felt like I was restricted on the size dab I could take with the Puffco, you know. So if I took too big of a rip, it was you know, boiling all over the side or blowing over the side of the fucking little dish, and it was getting everything shitty inside. And then I was cleaning up, taking it apart to clean the goddamn thing, you know, over and over again. So
yeah,
that's what I felt like anyways.
That is very true for the OG chamber, because now it used to just heat from the bottom, I think. Now it heats from the side. So when you pull the dab and it's getting ready to spill over, you're actually getting better vapor there.
Really?
But the XL is like, I think it's 78% more space or something. It's a lot taller, so you can't spill it over as easy. You can. If you suck the soul out of your dab rig, you can. But if you're hitting it properly, it actually it works really fine, like a nice banger. Like when you dab on a banger that's too small, you pull it down the stem, you know. Sometimes it just happens even if you're babying it. This one, like, you can pull it a little bit too hard and get away with it without oozing it over the sides, like you were saying.
Bro, you keep teasing me with these words, and we're gonna go down some fucking dark road.
That's just what that's the best way to say it, because bro, I've had some people hit my puff coat. Even with the XL chamber, you can still pull the wax through, but there's no other way to describe it. Like, what, how are you sucking on it? So like, bro, it's like they're trying to hit a fucking frozen Frosty from Wendy's through a straw or something. Like, what are you doing?
I feel like I've never held or bit my tongue so much as right now.
Say what you gotta say. I ain't biting shit.
Nah, dude, we gotta make this channel. Then we gotta link. Remember we were talking?
Okay, look, it's a $1 trillion industry probably. Like, we haven't figured it out. There's never been the crossover with like rosin and smoking. I don't think
yeah, that could go weird places.
it could go weird places, but I mean, we'll talk about it later when we're racing Lamborghinis. After we've made our billions. Oh.
So what have you been up to these days? I haven't unfortunately I haven't been tuned in very much.
No, it's tough. Everybody's doing everything all the time, every day.
I raid you every once in a while with my 13 viewers.
Yeah, there you go. I think do you do an earlier stream now? Is it earlier in the day?
Well, we only do I mean we have a family here, you know, and
yeah,
it's we only do the one stream, which is a Tuesday night, 9:00 Mountain Standard. So yeah, to the Eastern Coast is definitely late stream.
Yeah.
But now we did just start, which I'm really kind of excited about and want to give a little bit of a shout out to.
Go for it.
We're kind of streaming it fucking everywhere. Is a new podcast. I think this week's going to be the 3rd or 4th episode, so we're kind of obviously in its infancy, but it's called Variables. And we have Superior Buds, who's here in chat. We also have, excuse me, this monster is making me burp. We have Fergroli, who used to be on the old GrowTube Roundtable. I don't know if any of the OGs remember the GrowTube Roundtable. And we're gonna start incorporating guests. And this week it looks like the guest is going to be Terposaurus Rex. Who's over on Instagram, who is I believe he's got fingers in both the solventless and BHO, or I'm trying to think of the process,
hydrocarbon.
I don't do it, so and he's also got fingers in both the recreational and, you know, the medicinal side of the cannabis industry. So it should be a pretty good interview this week, or podcast this week, and just doing that weekly now. Friday nights, you can find it here on Twitch, Twitter, fucking YouTube, my channel, for Rolly's channels. 8:00 Friday nights, 8:00 Mountain Standard Time. No, we did do 9:00. 9:00 Mountain Standard Time.
Okay.
I keep fucking that up, which is not a good thing to mess up.
9 Mountain Time. It's called Variables, and it's everywhere. Twitch. It's on your PedrosGrowRoom channel.
Yeah, it's on. Okay. Just look for Variables podcast. You'll find it for Rolly or PedrosGrowRoom.
And do you post it afterwards anywhere?
I believe they're still up on all of the channels as well. You know, some of those things get fucking blocked, you know, so you always got to go back and verify that they didn't get, this one, nobody can view this one. This is restricted, you know. So
yeah,
you never know if all of them are going to be posted. So you can go to my YouTube channel, find out.
Yeah. Huh.
Let me know.
So
Send me a message.
YouTube is the audio version anywhere? You said it's a podcast.
I was hoping Budsy. Here you go. Budsy's in chat now. Superior Buds. He's our producer. He'll start typing in the information for everybody.
Nice. Yeah, Superior Buds, hit us with that. I'm curious too.
What's up?
I'm curious about the audio version, or if you got anything going. I think I'm gonna experiment with what we do here and putting it in places. So if you're listening to one of those places, hi.
It's actually says over here we do not have audio yet, but
we will.
We're working on it.
No worries.
Very
Maybe
cool.
If I get some
very cool information coming out. If you're on the geeky nerdy side of shit.
Yeah. No, that does sound like a good show that I could learn from. So I just wanted to make sure I knew, because it's hard to watch it live. I mean, it's live when I'm live, so it's like, well, I'm
right.
That's not a good time. So where else could I listen to it or watch it? But YouTube, some of them get age restricted, obviously. So yeah, I'm experimenting. You asked earlier what I was doing. I've been experimenting with other websites, and there's a lot of video websites and streaming websites now. It's hard to know what to do.
Yeah, there really is. There's a lot of options. We got the OnlyFans option. We got the
coming soon. Like
but seriously, there's a lot of options out there now.
Yeah,
and I just don't know if I want to branch out into everything and use all of the different applications, or if I just want to stick with Instagram and YouTube and whatnot.
It's tough, but I think with weed stuff, it's so hard on all of them. They're all ready to slap you down, like you said, restrict you and pull your account or delete it. I think you're on your 27th Instagram or something, and it seems wild to me. Like if I had my YouTube channel deleted a bunch of times, I don't know if I'd be doing YouTube, or my Twitch channel. I don't know if I would be.
YouTube is still my original channel, I believe.
Yeah.
Instagram is I'm on my fourth or fifth. I don't even remember anymore. Which, it's been sad. My main account, I don't know, 2 or 3, probably 3 years ago now, or so, with 35,000 or so. And they just like, see ya.
But
there's a lot of good rosin shots on that freaking page too, man.
Nah, I bet. And sometimes you don't think about it getting deleted, so you're not saving all the pictures on the back end or all the content on the back end, and it's like, oh, now it's gone. Cool.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
So you still like posting on Instagram though, eh?
Yeah, still, yeah, right. You do what you love, man.
Nah, I mean, there's ways to do it. They're a little bit better now with what they tell you, what posts are restricted and whatnot, where they didn't used to before. You get that? Your account can't be seen by non-followers until you delete those.
I've been at I get followers like all over my notices, right? Follow. But I stay at 13.4, 13.4, baby. I think I went to 13.5 today, but I'll probably be back to 13.
Is your account still restricted though?
Oh yeah. Nobody but my followers can see me. Like they won't show my account to anyone.
Yeah, but have you deleted? Because they tell you which posts you can delete to have it shown.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about this on the back end, but the post, when I go to delete them, I'm unable to delete them because they're already deleted. And it's this circle that I can't get out of.
Because I got in that circle. Maybe you have more posts that have got flagged than me, but I've got in that circle. They get the most random stuff where I'm like, bro, I'm not even doing anything. Like, chill.
Right.
But I've had it to where I would appeal some, and then I just started deleting it. Because like after a while, a post doesn't really get seen on Instagram anyway. Like people might scroll your profile. So it's like if you really want to
back anyways.
If you really want it to get views, repost it or something like. But that's where I'm at with Instagram. Delete anything that they say. It sucks, but delete the stuff that they say is holding your account back. Because they're like, all right, well, you're good to go now.
I tried. Maybe I gotta try harder.
Yeah.
I gotta try harder.
It seems newer, so I figured I'd share my wisdom. Because 6-8 months ago, I didn't have the same options. That's a fucking nice rig.
Here's the other rig we got. This is a Brad B.
Now, you don't have to answer this question, but how much of your glass did you get on a trade? Like a nice little. Here's some rosin. Let me get one of those.
Man, that was a pretty direct question.
You don't have to answer because it's like that I in my head I'm like, bro, growers have the best currency for glass. Like they can buy the most glass. They have infinite money if they can.
I
if you
feel like
grow
I
the right
just
stuff.
I feel like I just answered the question a little bit.
Yeah.
No, in the beginning I definitely got there was definitely some trades done for sure.
Yeah.
But once obviously I got rolling and everything got on the books and official, you know. So
Yeah.
no, but there was a couple of glass trades in the beginning for sure.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, because I'm sorry, because you do because you buy and sell pieces now.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I
That's
am.
different.
Well,
There's a whole
when it
business
started,
there.
I was just a collector. I was just
Yeah.
a straight collector, you know. And then once I had reached a level of man, I have this much glass, you know. Let's start doing something.
Yeah.
With this.
No,
So,
that does seem pretty cool because you get to see a lot of nice pieces come and go, and you know it's as long as it's clean, you can use it. Like, you know, as long as you clean it, excuse me, you can make sure it hits as good as you're telling them in the description. Nah, this one fucking rips. Trust me, I've hit it. Here's a video.
oh, it was there. It is.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, don't forget to vote for Pedro.
Definitely
Oh, hear
vote
wild
for
the
Pedro.
streams.
I used to have some shirts that were vote for Pedro.
Yeah. Dang. I feel like I'm dipping in the rosin now because Pedro's here. It's like, sorry, flower. No, I'm gonna hit a flower vape. We gotta show Pedro what's up. He's wasting all his time washing hash and making rosin. He should just be flower vaping. He's wasting all this time. I gotta show him.
Wasting all this fucking time.
Bro, you put it in a washing machine. You gotta do all this.
It's a lot of work, bro.
You gotta
do all.
but
is it a lot of work?
You double, triple bag, and then you gotta press. Let me show you what bro. You're wasting all your time. Let me show you how hard flower vapes hit now. I got you, bro. I got you. Trust me. I'm gonna save you hours, bro. I'm gonna save you hours. I'm gonna save you hours in your day.
I can't wait to see this, bro. Show me.
Are you ready,
dude?
Chad, are you ready? We're the 420s.
So right now I'd be reaching into my freezer.
You grab your hammer. You put it on your weed bowl.
Flour out of the freezer. I'd be walking my flour into my freezer right now. Now I might be. Wait, I gotta fill the washing machines up. So let me fill all my washing machines up real quick, and make sure that all my tools and my bags and everything are ready. Then I can throw my flour, probably, and I'm way speeding through this into the water.
All that work, bro. And you could be just getting the juice straight from the plant. Bro, I'm getting the rosin right off of the plant, raw.
Yeah, it was once done that way. It definitely was once done that way.
No, they're doing it again. They're bringing it back. It's the raw rosin. The rosin.
So here's
rosin. So what?
The weed thing.
The weed.
When you say weed, it gets me, bro. It's like,
oh, I forgot.
It's like plucking one of my fucking eyebrows that are like curled over, you know, like just it's so fucking painful to me.
Bro. Look, some people don't like it. Look. I meant my cannabis.
You shared it on the story, I think, on Instagram or something. I was just got me again.
Oh, bro. Bro, weed's bad. Look. Weed's bad.
It does make it sound bad, doesn't it?
No, it's sounds so good. I fucking love weed, dude. I fucking love it, bro.
It either makes it sound like something that's really dangerous and really should be avoided and just completely be not accessible, to that's something that's growing in my ditch and out back, bro.
No, it's a fun term.
It's a fun
Weed. People don't even say LOL anymore. They say dead. Like, we're all about the bad terms. There's no LOL anymore. Now you're dead.
LOL's dead?
Yeah, you say dead now.
Or is it?
You do the skull emoji,
So
or you say
LOL is dead and now it's dead.
You say DED. No,
Oh,
dead
D.
is LOL. LOL isn't dead.
I thought LOL was dead and now it's dead.
Yeah, but dead is LOL.
So isn't inherently LOL dead?
I'm dead. We probably used it right. Look, we're appealing to a younger audience, chat. Chill, bro.
I thought we were
relax.
I thought we were on the same plane, man.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, Stone Ninja says weed. Look.
yeah. Stone Ninja can get away with that.
He
I don't know how or why. But
he's growing a lot of it. Yeah. No, it makes sense. Look, my bad.
He was one of the original, the OGs on the GrowTube roundtable back in the day.
Oh yeah.
When we had that one, we had the round table days. Man, that was probably one of, besides me starting on my YouTube channel and whatnot, joining on the GrowTube roundtable was probably one of my biggest growths as far as the social media game came, because it was such a consistent show, every Friday night, that just grew in popularity so much. That dab got me big time, by the way. I'm trying to fight through it. That just grew in popularity pretty quickly, and it went for years, and it was just a lot of the old growers in the industry and in the community know or have heard of the roundtable, the GrowTube roundtable. Great show. Missed it a lot. So that's kind of where, when
where can it be watched now? This is the point.
I think it was on if Superior Buds is still in here, I think it was on the High Times website. I believe it was listed in the archives of the High Times website.
Yeah.
There it goes. High Times has all of the episodes. Yep.
Okay.
So
it
yeah,
still exists? Okay,
yeah.
they own it then.
So
you don't own the content.
I never did. I was when it came about. I was actually the second member on the show. It started with one gentleman, and then I joined the chat, and then somebody else joined the chat, and it kind of went from there, and it ended up being a really cool fucking thing.
Oh, it sounds cool.
It ended up being a really fucking cool thing. So that's kind of where we're trying to, maybe not trying to make the variables show go, but missing it, and Superior Buds missing it, and Fergroli missing the show, missing the community. Thought, well, let's start something up and see what we can do.
Yeah. No, that sounds like the consistency is where it's at, right?
Agreed.
Like you said, once you're doing it, people know to tune in every time, even if it's once a week. That's consistent enough.
And everybody's busy, so once a week is where it's at. It's about the best a lot of us can give right now.
Yeah.
Especially when we're doing so much. I do the processing up in Parachute, like I said, and then I have the glass here, and then I've got a consulting business as well, that goes along with the rosin and whatnot, and then I've got a family, so it gets to be a lot.
No, I imagine. So that weekly show could even be hard to do, but I guess there's like a nice way to do it especially if you get the audio out, if there's a lot of good like stuff to listen to and it's at least an hour, because I feel like so many
Yeah, now
people listen to audio.
yeah, now it does definitely become a more of an audio thing where people like to, just listen to the podcast and not have to watch something anymore.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, well, it's while driving, I guess. I'm learning when and where people listen to that kind of stuff. It's like while driving. One thing people do is they download it, which you don't really do with videos that people make. They'll download the audio of a podcast and then they can listen to it when their phone signal is out, you know?
okay,
So
all right,
that's like
that's cool.
another benefit that you get to
I
having
just
an audio
download a
version.
bunch of fucking playlists. And
Yeah.
for the
Some people
most part,
do.
like we have, when I drive to work, I've got a 2 hour drive to work when we drive up to Parachute.
Yeah.
And on the way there in the morning, I mean, you can see it on my Instagram on the stories and whatnot. On the way there, it's fucking party time. Like it's drink caffeine, get your energy drinks, your coffee, and listen to like what you were listening to before, fucking dancing, driving,
Especially
getting all
keep you up.
excited. Yeah, exactly. You get you going before you get to work. We get to work, we bust through work, and on the way home, we just drive the whole way home, just sitting there. Sometimes we talk. Sometimes we'll listen to an audio book. Sometimes we'll just kind of listen to the wind whistle through the window.
Uh,
We just don't talk at all.
there you go. Snag a
Completely different
podcast.
drive,
Let it do the talking for you.
right? Completely different drive. But yeah, 2 hour drive when we go up there, which is usually 3 times a week. It's more like an hour 45, But by the time you stop and buy a bag of candy and whatnot,
It
it's absolutely
varies.
2 hours. Definitely 2 hours. Then drinking coffee. Sometimes the stop is an emergency and whatnot.
You gotta find the right kind of bathroom. Like, I don't know about that one. Let's check out the Burger King up the road.
Yeah,
Oh
it depends
man.
on which one is nicer. I guess that does come into play, doesn't it?
Yeah. You gotta go to the nice bathrooms. So it's like you said it earlier. You've been in Colorado for what, 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. I think you were.
No, I've been in Colorado now for 13 years or so. Yeah, like I think it's been 13 years now.
Um.
Um, it's been 13. Yeah, 13 years now.
Yeah.
2010 is when I think I came to Colorado. Interesting story. When I came, I just kind of loaded up the vehicle and came out here. I had a job at a metal building, pole barn building place back in Wisconsin. It was Cleary Building Corporation. They were actually pretty big, and I was one of the general managers or whatever, and and I decided that I wanted to do something different, and the only thing different that I could do that allowed me to move physically around the country was become a salesman. And I thought, well, shit, I can do that, right? So I took a salesman job in Delta, Colorado. Think Western Colorado sounds like there's a lot of cool shit around there, a lot of cool trails, a lot of cool mountains, a lot of cool, sounded like my kind of place. And so moved out here and fairly quickly found out that I was not a good salesman for pole barns specifically. And so that only lasted for maybe a year and a half before we just decided to part ways, and then I started doing different things and ended up falling into this. It was a long, hard story. I mean, but
Yeah. Mutual parting of ways, I assume.
right. Yes, it was an
Oh,
absolute. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to be there anymore, and I think more so they didn't want me there anymore. So it was nice.
well. And what did you say you were selling again? Or did you
No,
say?
pole barns, pole buildings, like big garages.
Oh, made out
Why
of
are you looking
poles?
at me so weird?
You said pole barn like it's an
Yeah.
everyday term.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. Well, I mean, it is Canadian. I would assume I would assume there's a lot of people in chat that know
Okay.
what a
Maybe
pole
some
barn
people
is.
do. Look.
It's
Pole.
yeah, it's like a standalone shop
They need a
building
salesman for
garage.
that? I guess that's what I'm looking at.
Well, yeah, bro. I got to go out there and ask you how big of you the garage pole barn you want. I got to ask you what options you want. I got to ask you what fucking colors you want. I got to ask you where you want it. I mean, then we got to make sure that's where you want it is. It's flat enough for me to put it there. We could have went down a bad road there, and then we come out, we put it there, and we build it, and I manage it like so. Yeah, there's
Okay.
a thing, and so when you come out, and then when you come out here, you know, I was in Madison, Wisconsin. Like I was a party boy. You know, I was a college boy. Went to school in Platteville, Wisconsin. UWP, baby.
Oh, so you're smart.
No, I only went there for a little while. And no, I think I've got an associate's degree, but I don't think I got the big B.
That
But
doesn't matter.
so yeah, I was kind of a partier back there. So when I came out to Western Colorado, they definitely aren't that way. So it was that was a shock to me, and there was a lot less people, which was another shock to me. So, not being able to relate to the folk around, you know, being the party boy trying to sell buildings to these farmers out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
You
didn't
could have a
mix
party
well.
in your pole barn, dude.
It just didn't fucking mix well, you know. So
Come on, bro. You can throw a Rager in here, dude. It'll be a sick pole barn. Nothing. Dang. You go door to door telling people they need a pole barn? Like, you could store that boat in a pole barn.
yeah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, you didn't necessarily go door to door, but when you were certain places, you were always kind of trying to work and talk about the pole barn, and like you'd leave your business cards with everybody, you know, and you drive around with your sales car doing donuts so people would recognize you, you know. With
Who the fuck is that?
Well, maybe
Just
that was
doing
one
donuts.
of the, looking back, that may have been one
Well, now
of the,
you're doing it. You're in a viral video on TikTok, and like 17 million people are like, I think I need a pole barn. Like, but it's like a
I'm
local
high
thing.
as shit, bro. Let's do another one.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
no.
I didn't. Just if you saw before the show, the reason some of my words are now slurring.
Huh.
I started rosin caps
Yeah,
for
no, for
myself
sure.
personally here at home. There's rosin that I don't want to smoke myself, so we'll decarb it, and then I'll mix it with coconut oil, and I'll eat it. So these are
Oh.
about 600 to 700 milligrams a piece, and I'll eat. Before the show, I ate 3 of them. So we're on a nice little
Yeah.
run. Hey,
You're ready to.
before I hit this,
You're ready to get higher.
I'm gonna run and grab a mellow yellow, baby.
Oh, do it.
We can talk about
The
the mellow
mellowest
yellow.
of yellows.
I'll be right back.
Wait, I don't know how to entertain these people by myself. I'm just kidding. So, he had the weed pants on. What did he do with his headphones? Could anybody describe that to me? It looked illegal. It looked like you could describe it, but like I can't describe it live on my stream without getting got. I just want to say this reminder for anyone that may be watching this anywhere or listening to this anywhere else. You don't follow me on Twitch? What are you doing? Twitch.tv/Cupins. We're live right now. All right, I did it. I nailed the middle of the show plug. Is there Look, is there any other crazy ones we could do right now? I have an idea. Does anybody know how you can get 15% off of some kind of mini rig? Bro, I love mini rigs, but like the 100% price is, I want 85%. Anyway, 15% off MJ Arsenal. Code coupons.
Bro, I was so plugged up.
Plug it.
Working around weed all the time. You're around plants a lot. You know, I got the plants here in the garden. We're doing outdoor right now, kind of finishing up with the outdoor right now. And then at work, my God, walking through the gardens at work, seeing the plants, you know. Of course, I don't have my hand in any of the actual growing, because it's just at that level, it's, you need everybody has their job, and nobody really, you know, branches off and does anybody else's job. Like here, I'll do everything from start to finish, you know, but at work, everybody's got their hands.
Hey, narrow down, get good at one thing, and then it's done right every time. Bro, can you show me that mellow yellow can? What was that?
I knew that was going to get somebody's attention.
It got mine. Wait, is it new?
I mean, I don't know if it's new or not, but
yeah, of course they should look like that.
I think they're sexy, man.
It's pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I like it. Basically, it's Mountain Dew, right? Like, so but to me, it's a little less syrupy, a little less thick, and it's just preference. Yeah, I guess.
And it says "My Mellow Yellow" on it in giant letters. So the amount of people that are like, "Could you hand me my mellow yellow?" and they're just reading it is
honestly, even though it's right there in front of me.
Come on.
I read mellow yellow, or I didn't read my.
I mean,
are you disappointed in me now?
I'm not.
I feel a certain level of disappointment here.
Because it's not like it's a super clever my in there. You know what I mean? It's not like they're hitting a full on sentence out of nowhere. It just says MY mellow yellow, like. But you know, I'm just saying people would be like, "Could you hand me my mellow yellow?" And
it is slick now. You know,
because then when you go to grab it, it says "My Mellow Yellow" on it. You're like, God damn! Like, it's got their name on it almost. I think.
Then you can start getting confusing when we start talking about your mellow yellow.
Yeah.
Then there is never a your. There's no one else has a mellow yellow.
There's no mellow yellows.
There's no yours.
You just get Mountain Dew. Mountain Yellow.
So am I in some kind of an exclusive group to have my mellow yellow?
I don't have one.
Is it, or am I the only one in this group?
I mean, that is your mellow yellow.
All right, I'm gonna take a dab.
A mellow yellow dam. All right, let's see if we can analyze his dabbing technique here. Let's see.
Why? Now I feel weird.
All right.
So now, all right, you really want to know?
Yeah.
I'm making sure. Let's just. Jesus. Weird.
Do I want to know what? I don't think there was anything before that to make you say, "Do I really want to know?" So yeah. Hey, do you really want to know?
It was just to me, it was a really weird reaction. No, I just make sure that that's clean as possible.
Oh,
as much alcohol out of it as possible, you know. And I've devised my own way of cleaning my own, banger, just to make sure it's clean. If you don't do that, that's how you end up with your black bangers, you know. And man, we could get into the e-nail conversation if you want. You know,
I'm down to get into it because I think I'm an expert on banger technology. But I feel like you got some knowledge too. But I see what you're doing because you gotta you gotta get all that ISO off too. You gotta get the last little bits off. Isopropyl does evaporate at room temperature, but like it takes a minute. Like if you're trying to dab, sometimes you got a little bit of that. You can taste it. I've too sooned it a few times, so hitting it with a torch or something real quick or extra little wipe or something. I think you
Well,
did.
basically, it comes down to is how clean is your alcohol? Because if there's any residual, um, there's anything dissolved in the alcohol, then when it evaporates, then there's leaves behind this sticky, residue.
Are you
And or
dunking or are you wiping with
when
alcohol?
I'm done with this, I have two bins, and apparently
Okay.
I didn't heat it up enough.
I was gonna ask
Um,
about the tube in technique because
yeah, I have.
that's what a lot of people are doing.
Yeah, I have
I just
a
don't use slurpers that much, just because it's like, bro, it's a part-time job. I'm just trying to dab.
It is, I I honestly have recognized that and because here I'm doing it again. I didn't get enough. I didn't get ready in time. So
No
um
worries.
no, when it comes down to doing a podcast like this, or I've been mainly doing, or when you're sitting down with a bunch of friends, unless they're just a bunch of what they call heady friends, you know, then we'll be okay with sitting around and dicking around with the torch and the banger and everything. And ultimately, what this does is it gives me the best hit that I think I can possibly have after all of the fuck bangers and different the towers and different blenders that I've had and whatnot. I guess this is the blender.
Quartz
It's just what I've
castles.
ended up landing on. Yeah, right. The big round
No,
bottom versus flat bottom.
yeah. Blenders, you could do big monster hits, but you're scooping like a teaspoon of rosin every time doing Globbert De Niro. So it's a little
Yeah,
different. Like,
yeah, I probably shouldn't, but we just do every time.
I mean, if the more weed you have, the more weed you smoke. So the same's true with the rosin. Like, if there's more, you're gonna. Well, it's way easier to do more because it's there. But yeah, blenders, you get a nice big blast of a hit, and that's thick clouds too.
And then one little dude like that, if I do a couple of those on a freaking podcast, whew, what were we talking about again? Sorry, I'm breathing over here. I know it's my responsibility to fill this hole,
Oh, dude,
but your hole was a
you're
little big,
good.
so it
What
was hard for me.
what strand was that?
Oh my fucking god! I knew you were gonna do it. I told everybody you were gonna do it. I told everybody this motherfucker's gonna do it. So, first of all, I'll accommodate. Peanut butter breath. Somebody clip that shit. That was strain or cultivar.
Yeah, you sound like you're straining yourself over there with all the coughing. What strand was it?
Oh, fucking.
Peanut butter breath.
I gotta think for you.
I'm so sorry.
Did you say you're sorry?
I'm apologizing myself. I tried not to, but it's like I think I have to now.
I figured it was coming at some. Actually, I thought by this point it was gone. Like I figured you would have stumbled by now, but no. Mm-hmm.
I saw an opportunity. It was too good. I was like, he can barely talk right now. Like he's catching his breath. He's trying to land back on planet Earth. I just want to know what strand it is.
This motherfucker. All right, we're back.
All right. So you grew it?
That was the best. That was the best opportunity. Yeah, that was in my grow room, processed, washed by me, dried by me, pressed by me.
So, this is something maybe a little bit more for like the hash makers and the people that grow stuff. Why are you lazy? Why do you use a washing machine? You don't get the paddles out? What are you doing?
Man, that's always just thumb right up the ass questions, man. Just blunt as fuck.
I know the answer to that one. I'm having
Like,
fun. Look,
jeepers.
some people you troll and they're really mad, and some people can get a good laugh and troll you back, and it's like, let's go.
I figured this was what's gonna. Yep, that's those rosin caps talking to you right there. No, I figured that's where this conversation was kind of gonna go, so I was ready for you.
No, you good. Look, it just. I don't know how people would do it by hand with the paddle all the time. Like if you've ever done it one time in your life.
I forgot what you asked.
We're talking about paddles. I was joking. My washing machine makes sense.
Do you see these eyes?
Especially the potential of big industrial ones. Do all the work.
Like
do the work.
Conversations over here.
Have three.
Number one, work. Not like workspace. Number two, efficiency. Number three, done correctly. I don't know. I hate to create the arguments, between the hash makers, and everyone would argue their own argument, but I feel like I can achieve the same ish thing that they can, and potentially better at times. I hate to step on toes. That's why I'm, being all sensitive about it. But I feel like I can achieve the same.
Toes. They're not
I
here.
I feel like I can achieve the same. I feel like I can achieve the same product, the end product,
better product
that a hand washer can.
Because you're not dripping forehead sweat into the bucket while you're paddling, bro. Way better. Come on.
Not necessarily, because it's cold as fuck in your washroom and whatnot, and we can get into so many details here, But workspace, definitely efficiency. And like I said, I can get the same thing done as with the washers as you can with the hand washers. So, go ahead if you want to do that.
Look, if you can do better with a paddle, go do it.
Right.
Go do it over there. We're gonna use the machines instead, right?
And there definitely is, the OGs definitely do the hand washer with with the paddles and whatnot. But just not me.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Because I'm always looking for what's the better, the easier way, what saves me a lot of time and a lot of hassle. And if I can hit start on a machine instead of doing whatever.
There's definitely a lot of work in cleaning and resetting the machines, and there's a lot of modifications that I needed to do prior to washing. And then there's things that I can do to adjust machine speeds as well, which would adjust agitation, RPMs.
Yeah.
for the wash machine itself. Um, so yeah, I can, like I said, I can achieve the same thing.
Yeah, because I've watched you make it on your stream a decent amount of times, I feel like, and it seems like it just would save so much time from just having seen so many different ways to do it. It's just like, oh, simplify everything you're doing.
You can get you a lot of material.
Yeah, there you
You get
go.
you a
You can
lot
do
of
more
material.
with it. If you're going for a small batch, whatever, sure. But if you're going through a lot, let's get some work done.
Right, right.
Let's bring the robots into this. The
And
machines.
if you have the commercial space available, I mean, you get a bunch of people hand washing, and can absolutely get a lot of material done.
Yeah.
But
I don't see it either.
it is a lot of work hand washing, man.
It's
If you
just
don't
like,
have the right setup, it's a lot of hard work hand washing.
yeah, just like hand trimming and machine trimming. Like, when you get to a certain amount of product you got to deal with, like, you gonna hire how many people?
Yeah, right.
You got to do how much work? So, but you can still have somebody go through and touch it up with some scissors. You can't touch up a machine wash necessarily, but a trim job you could.
Well, that's really loud.
Another dab is ready.
That says dab time. It literally said dab time across the screen, across the phone there.
Don't forget the dab. Oh man, it's always a good time to dab, but so you're mostly dabbing. You say you smoke sometimes. You doing like a bong rip or joint or?
We get samples through Eden. Every once in a while, they'll give us a couple joints that I have to go pick up at the dispensary. Um, it's like, I don't know if they're manager samples or whatever the hell they are, but every once in a while they tell me that I have samples to go pick up, and I'll pick them up, and there'll be a couple joints, and that'll be when I'll smoke them. But I definitely notice when I smoke flower, that it hits me a different way. When I go four wheeling, a lot of times I'll take flower with me instead of taking a dab rig, because Jesus, doing all this pulled over on the side of the trail, four wheeling up in the mountains is, that would be. But whether or not that would handle the beating of the, I mean, there's these
Yeah, you're
trails out
four
here,
wheeling.
bro.
I
I
was
mean,
gonna say
we're
it's gonna.
four wheeling through the mountains.
They got a
So
little
just
foam case for it, but yeah.
Yeah, so just doing a little pipe with some flour, going old school, alongside the trail is just way easier than busting out the dab rig and whatnot. So that's generally when I'll smoke the flour. So I definitely have to make sure that I have some set aside each harvest to have enough for those times.
Yeah, samples and extra flour. It's it's like you're raining in weed. Like, there's just so much of it in Colorado. I miss it.
Yeah, there definitely is. How are things down there?
It's,
Like,
I mean, it's on average, it's good. It's all multi-million-dollar companies doing it, so most of them aren't doing a terrible job because there's only so few options. If you have bad weed, they're not going to go to your store. So
and you get all your cannabis, you get all your extracts at a dispensary.
yeah, they don't have home grows. It's all medical right now. I the prices have got better, over the last couple of years, but it's still like I have limited options for stores. The stores have limited options for what they sell, and then I'm only allowed to buy so much. It's like 4 ounces of flour every 5 weeks or something. Like, it's weird.
What? It's not that crazy.
Yeah, most people are like 2.5. I don't. They have weird. They have weird. It's a limit on flour, and then you have a separate limit on like edibles, and then a separate limit on uh I think concentrates have a separate one. It's very weird how they do it. They just don't want anybody getting a ton of anything.
Have you ever heard? Is there any underground? Is there any black market?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything in a little while though. Most of what I was seeing when I first got here was like fake dabs, like literally fake dabs, and I didn't even try any carts or anything or
Jesus,
see.
that bad.
Yeah, but I've seen people get. There was a while. I don't even know if people do it too much anymore, but pine resin. They were like cutting shatter, making shatter with pine resin that you can buy on Amazon for like $20 a pound or whatever. You know, you get a big old bag of of tree sap and you cut it with your dabs, and it literally, some of it looked like the best shatter you've ever seen in your life, and it was like partially tree sap.
This all hurts me.
Yeah, but there's also dispensaries that have been caught cutting their stuff with tree sap.
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard about it in
Wow.
Canada. Somebody in my chat got something from a maybe not like a government dispensary, but a mail order, like that's gray market stuff up there, like a mail order service that's not officially licensed by the government.
Saying chat here, it's 4 ounces over 35 days. Well, shit. I mean, 4 ounces, you get an ounce a week.
Yeah, it's a little bit less than that, but yeah. And then there's a different one for dabs. I mean, I'm always at the end of my flour limits, so I'm trying to get more, but it's not I don't know. It sucks. It's like, let me just get a little bit more. I don't need that much more, but the limit's the limit. Oh, it sucks, but
Yeah,
you know,
you always want more, right?
yeah, I make it work. Because probably if the limit increased, then I'd be like, oh
You
shit, I hit
smoke
that one too.
and you smoke just a lot of flour.
I vape a lot with the hammer thing that I was using. I just
Yeah.
go through a ton of it because it literally hits harder than any other flower vape. Like volcanoes are $1 trillion and they don't hit half as hard as this can. So it's really dope. And if you have really nice quality flower, it hits amazing. People that have, I was gonna say, might be something you want to try out eventually because when you have fresh flower too, the vapor hits on it are tremendous, and it's just I've hit a few things when they're fresh and you're like, holy fuck, bro, it hits so hard. You getting
Yeah,
it
I mean,
right
a
off the
lot of what
plant.
I do is just the rosin and
Yeah.
or the RSO and
There you go.
or the rosin caps.
Do you make
The
your
edible.
RSO?
Yeah, Desiree, Dizzy does.
There you go.
My
And
wife.
because you can buy Everclear out there, or what do you make it with?
Yeah, she buys basically Everclear and
Yeah.
then soaks currently she's making it out of my spent rosin pucks. The pucks, after you're done pressing the rosin out of them.
Yeah.
And and then she basically distills and the alcohol back out of the solution at that point in time, and just leaves a goo behind,
Yeah.
and at that point in time she warms it up and puts it in a jar, and there you go, you have RSO.
What color's the rosin puck RSO? That
Black.
sounds, yeah, I was gonna say that sounds,
It's not very pretty. It's very dark.
yeah, way darker than the typical flower one would be. Yeah.
Definitely darker.
Because that'll
No, then
sometimes be,
not darker than a flower one would be. No,
no.
no, not darker
Okay.
than a flower one would be. But just RSO in general is dark.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood your.
No, you're good. I know it's dark in general. I was trying to get a
Yeah,
visual
flower
comparison.
RSO is way. The problem with flower RSO is that especially if you use dry flour, it absorbs a lot of the alcohol. So then extracting the alcohol back from the flour itself is is where you lose a lot of your products. So it's really hard to do with flour. It's way easier, she's found. And then, like I said, she's more of the RSO maker than I am. You should have that conversation with her sometime. But boy, I just completely lost my train of thought.
Puck color RSO.
Just flour. Oh yeah, doing it with flour is is a big loss, especially on the alcohol side, and doing it with the pucks, the rosin pucks, it just comes out much cleaner. Seems like much stronger. Yeah, no, we're not high over here at all. We're not. That doesn't
Maybe not
happen.
high enough. I don't know. I mean, I might be high. I don't. If you're not high, that's on you.
I came here fired up. I told you I'm on probably 2,000 milligrams of the edibles and some fucking big rips tonight. So I came fully prepared to get fucked up and get fucking freaky with you. So I was not coming into this. Let's be clear. I was not coming into this to be like a geeky, let's teach people, let's, weigh things,
no.
let's get down to percentages. I was not coming into it in that, in that regard.
No.
I came into this, 3-4 beers deep, essentially, having ate that much fucking rosin oil. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. That's why you haven't seen my eyes the entire episode. I love to hide them. No, I love hiding them.
That's why people wear sunglasses inside. I figured it out the other day.
I think that's why for Grohl, it does look completely different. Watch this, man. Watch how less high I instantly look.
Oh hell yeah!
And I look so much cooler, bro. I mean, you cannot say I don't. That's the bad part, is it's just undeniable.
Yeah, no, it literally makes sense.
Everybody says he looks so big.
Can't reach out.
If I have sent, I'm trying to think the number. So many people just completely have just blacked out from the dabs that I have given them unintentionally. So the fact that I'm still speaking, after consumption like this.
I mean, if you've done it before, you can do it again. If you've never done it though, that's when you pass out.
I've never got to the point in which I've passed out. I've got to the point in which I'll go to sleep, I guess, if you consider that passing out.
It is. You pass out when you go to sleep.
I mean,
I consider it.
If you're standing and just fucking go to sleep, then yes.
Nobody does that though.
But I intentionally.
But like you sit on the couch to watch TV and then you wake up and you're like, my neck hurts.
No, generally I'll go to bed. I never get. I don't get that high to be like, oh my god, what happened?
Yeah. You have the wherewithal to get in the right spot to go to sleep.
Generally, I mean, there was that.
But you're still passing out.
You found 3 pictures, so things happen.
I could find more if I looked. I bet. Look, I looked for a second.
Oh shit!
Dang, old dang. We're talking about the shirtless photos on his Instagram for anybody who doesn't know. Mr.
I've always
Rosin's
been
neighborhood?
Mr.Rosins.neighborhood. There's actually PedrosGrowRoom, and then the glass room is the heady vault. No punctuation, whatever. I think there's even one that I got mad and said rosin is legal fuckers. So rosin is legal fuckers.
Yeah. Putting fuckers in it gives you bonus points to not get banned, I'm sure.
Because yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
no, he put
sure it makes
fuckers
it.
in there. Keep it up. Don't delete that account. No, he put fuckers in it. Like, he's good.
I wasn't not upset at that time. I created the account, so things were said.
They were permanently set as a username, I think. It's like a forehead tattoo, basically. Like, fuck you. But they'll let you have fuckers in your username, and then we'll let you take a picture of weed. It's like, what are we doing? I'm not selling it. You're selling fuckers, aren't you, you fuckers?
So yeah, that might be part of why that account hasn't grown very much.
Yeah, those fuckers. So you do the four-wheeling. What other mountain man shit you doing out there? You doing some rock climbing, some snowboarding?
It's
What's up?
been 3 weeks here. We go trudging through the mountains looking for elk. I'm going elk hunting here in 3 weeks up in the mountains.
You bringing a katana or what?
Yeah, big old. Well, it's just like more like a sharpened stick, but yeah.
Okay.
No. My father's coming out, and with a group of people, we go up in the hills, set up camp, and go out elk hunting for a week. Kind of do a hoorah, grill up some meat, smoke some dope,
Lots of dabs.
smoke some weed,
Smoke
do
some
some
weed.
do some drugs up in the mountains.
Do some drugs. Kill some elk.
Yeah, definitely try to fill the freezers up. Back in Wisconsin, I was always a big whitetail hunter. I mean, we basically hunted everything, and I was a big fisherman as well. So, getting my own meat, man, that sounded bad, but getting my own meat it's just always been a big part of my life. Man, why does that sound
Man
so
knows
bad?
how to get his meat. Look. He's learned a set of skills over time, and now he knows how to acquire meat. Any questions?
Oh shit. So yeah, I'm going elk hunting here. Yeah.
What do you do with all that elk meat? Elk burgers and elk jerky? What's up?
Well, yeah, I'm like, my first answer was eat it, obviously.
Obviously.
But but yeah, no,
Well, I
you cut it
mean,
up into different cuts of meat and generally package it, put it in the freezer, and save it for when you want to use it, and then essentially you just don't have to go to the to the grocery store for any of your red meat needs. You know, processed, pre-processed. Generally, we make it into our own hamburger, and if you want to, your own sausages and whatnot. Make those to your own liking, but you then package it and put it in the freezer for a later date. Basically just supplements your red meat needs. So don't need to go to the grocery store anymore and rely on that. Man, we can go down conspiracy rabbit hole there.
they don't even sell elks there.
Well, I
Elk.
mean, they do. I mean, at a much higher price, obviously.
Oh,
But
I don't see it.
well, not where you're at. Jesus Christ, man! To get elk down there, man, that'd be like straight up selling drugs down there. You get some elk. Holy
Is it
cow.
illegal?
Probably. Jesus,
Probably.
it sounds like it would be illegal to have in Florida.
You handle illegal meat?
Well,
You handle meat illegally. Which one is it?
you just want to, don't you?
I'm just taking the words that you're saying, and I'm saying them back to you. I don't get what's happening.
I feel baited.
I think you're the master of it.
Oh, fucking great. Great interview. Loving it.
Yeah, you're doing a great job interviewing me. Oh.
I'm just answering questions, bro.
No, we're good. This is what we were supposed to talk about. Elk meat. I wrote it down. So I can't get elk meat.
No, I don't know. I mean,
I gotta look it up. That's on me.
that
Do you
just
make
seemed like
elk
a
jerky?
comical point. I've never really got much into making jerky and whatnot, and smoking the meats myself. Man, that's some that's some shit that can be a profession too, is getting into this. I know it sounds so horrible, but
How
here
you
we
handle all
are.
that meat
let's
without
let's
jerking any
just
of it? Come
accept
on.
let's just get it out
Come
there. We're
on.
here
Bro, smoke weed
speaking
every day,
about
but
how
don't
we're
smoke meat every
handling our
day.
meat, and yes, it's gonna go there, so let's just cross that bridge now.
You ain't jerk
um,
any of it.
no, I'm not a big I don't process that much. I don't have that much fucking time going down the jerky rabbit hole, and the smoking of the big meats rabbit hole. Is God, people can have so many different ways. I would imagine Lone Dabber here, uh, knows a bunch about smoking meats here. He's one of the regulars on my channel, one of my buddies. But yeah, smoking meats it's a hobby kind of type thing. You know what I'm saying? So doing that and making jerky and making sausage and making hamburger and doing everything basically cuts down how good you are at one thing.
And
So
pressing rosin and growing the it's too many. You can only
it,
be
it
good at
starts
so many
it's
things.
it starts cut exactly. It starts cutting down how good you are on it at everything. So
I'll think
you just
about
have
that. What's
you
the
just have
next thing I want to be good at? Like,
you just have
okay,
sounds
I
like
gotta
not
pick it.
smoking meat.
Yeah, I don't think it is for me either. It's low on the list right now, but I haven't had good enough smoked meat to really want to do it. You have the right meat, and you're like, I need to smoke meat. I can make
Yeah,
this.
I apparently I haven't had anything that's been that life changing to me either. How's the fish? Like there had to have been a big change to seafood availability or seafood in your life, right?
Oh, bruh. Yeah, I was born in Florida, so I had an idea of it before I lived in Colorado. Bruh, seafood in Colorado sucks. I had sushi like I think a few times, and every time I'm like, I don't think I can eat this. Like, what
I
is
don't
it?
even
Where'd
know
they
if this is
get it?
real. Is this
Yeah,
real?
where'd they
Is it
get it?
real
Where's the
news?
ocean
Yeah.
at? It's not even close. I don't even know if the stuff that I get in Florida is from the nearby ocean, but just because I'm here and the ocean's nearby, I'm like, that's where it's from. I saw
I
the
had
ocean.
I had 3 shrimp tonight at the steakhouse that I was at.
Oof.
They were included on my salad or on my plate.
Surf and turf.
Yeah, and they were flat. They had a tail on them, what looked like a tail, and they were like flat, like they'd been pressed or something. And it was just it it. I mean, it was good, right? But
Yeah.
what is it?
They sat
You
in a
know,
stack of a trillion of them in a truck getting driven over there.
yeah, it was not good.
Yeah. I had
Processed
sushi
meat
a few times.
potentially.
And that's raw. That they're not even cooking that. So it's like
No, no, no,
I don't know if you guys are nailing it. I don't want
no.
to I'm going to stop eating now. I don't want to
Who
find
you,
out.
who you trusting?
Yeah, it's tough. And then yeah, as soon as I got to Florida, the first time I had sushi, I was like, "Oh, we're good. Everything's fine. We can do it."
Yeah, it's
I
just
get it
so
from the
much.
grocery store. I go
Just
to the grocery store and get sushi.
so much.
And
I
it's
don't
like
know.
it's weird, but
There's
they
probably
made it
sushi.
there.
There's probably sushi at the grocery store here.
Oh yeah, I don't get that either. I think they had it. The King Supers, I'm pretty sure they had it. I think I was too scared of that one. They have it at some. They have it a lot here at a lot of places, so you can get it at too many places. I see it at like, I have it like Costco or something. You can get like a. Do you want 40 pieces of sushi? Like, okay.
Yeah, no, no. I
Hmm.
even, like I said, I even question it. It's just who you trusting.
Who are you trusting?
Who you trusting?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's when you get in a store too. Like, I didn't see the sushi chef every time. Like
We
when you get
even
at the
went
sushi
we
restaurant, you
even
do.
went as far at one point in time, and I'm kind of watching over here. My daughter will probably be going to bed at some point in time here.
No worries.
I gotta go for hugs and kisses and whatnot. We even went as far as having our own chickens out back here, for our eggs and for kind of for our meat, every once in a while. Um, we had goats, but the goats and we had rabbits. Dizzy was doing it was Dizzy Fibers, so she was taking a lot of their fur, their fiber, and turning it into. She's a weaving artist, so she does a lot of uh, weaving of sorts, But anyways, we tried growing our own and processing our own and supplementing our own, and it gets so much. How many carrots can you grow in a year? How many do you eat? And how many pieces of corn can you grow in a year, and how many do you eat in a year? And how many
And you have them
chickens? And
all.
if you start thinking about everything that you have to supplement yourself, I mean, it's a lot of work, and
Hmm.
again, you can only be so good at so much.
Yeah. Yeah, and you growing a bunch of different foods. Like, are you going to be good at growing all of the different kinds of plants that you got? Like, you going to nail them all? Like, this is some shitty corn, and I got like 900 ears of it. Like, fuck.
Yo, you have alligators.
Oh yeah, I got one in my backyard right now.
What the fuck is up with dinosaurs in your y'all are just y'all are just walking around like it's normal
Well,
that you
they do
have
the walking.
dinosaurs
You
in
stand
your
on their
fucking
backs.
backyard.
They do the walking. You don't walk around in Florida. You ride an alligator. They outlawed walking. It's been abolished.
It is ridiculous that y'all
Yeah.
act like dinosaurs in your backyard is normal.
Yeah, but they're chill though. Like they're
I've seen their
chill.
teeth, bro. I've seen those teeth.
Okay. There's lots of stuff with teeth. It's not like they're
I'll
breaking into people's houses. They're here. They're mostly on like golf
do
courses.
you
Like,
really
are
have
you
one in your
golfing?
backyard right? Do you have one in your backyard right now?
I mean, I can't say for certain that I don't.
But oh, really? Has there been one in your backyard in the last week?
I can't say for certain that I even know. Like, bro, I live in Florida. I think
So
you know
you
the
do not
saying.
know.
Well, you're always within 6 feet of an alligator in
They
Florida.
do not say that.
Yeah.
Show me.
No, look it up.
I
I have to show you. I told you they say it. How do I show you what people say?
don't know.
Look.
I expected you to pull it up on Google or
I'm
something.
gonna pull. I'm gonna pull it up. Maybe it's 5 feet. You're always within 5 feet of an alligator. Look, I might have got it wrong.
I might have got it wrong.
Look.
I just want
No, and I
facts,
think you
bro.
eat 4 of them in your sleep every year. I'm pretty sure. Like
Just
it's
accidentally.
it's rough out here. Like you got to be very careful when you sleep. You're
Oh
eating
god.
gators
Let's just
quarterly. I
see.
think it's once a quarter. I'm not sure. Or is it? Do you eat 4 of them on the same day? I don't know how you get your 4 per year, but
I mean, doesn't that depend on location? Like, there's not alligators everywhere, right? Like, the more in-state you get, obviously, right?
no,
There's
they're
not.
all the way up in Georgia. We're bleeding out alligators into other states.
It seems weird that you have to have dinosaurs everywhere.
You know how like Australia has kangaroos everywhere? It's like us, but we got a dinosaur.
It is kind of weird seeing videos where you just see a kangaroo walking, hopping by, and the dude talking on the video is just like it's normal that there's no big deal. There's a kangaroo that just walked by,
Yeah.
or the dude that's on talking on camera. It's no big deal. There's a fucking ostrich just ran by behind me. This fucking giant
That
fucking
stuff's
bird.
cool, right? Like I want that, but then you don't. It looks cool on TV, I think.
Motherfuckers just act like it's normal.
Yeah. The gators are really like if you see a pond, there's probably a gator in it, or just think there is one. Like I don't know. Golf courses have a bunch of them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of golf courses and whatnot.
Yeah. There's
I think I would probably react like most people react to like spiders. You know, like I think that would be. I don't. I would not be okay with an alligator. It would be a
there's
big
way more
problem.
spiders in Colorado, I think. I think
It
when
would
I
have to
when
be.
I moved there, I looked up like because that's one of the things I don't fuck with the spiders. And there's like way more deadly spiders in Colorado. Like you're more likely to get got.
Really, you'd think down
Yeah,
there. All right.
you'd think.
Yeah, that'd be something I'd have to consider. Would be the gator thing. I'd have
Yeah.
to really do my research on that.
They're not. It depends on where you're at. If you're not near a pond or a swamp, like you probably don't have one.
And then there's crocodiles, and aren't those meaner or something? And where are those fucking things? Why are they different?
Yeah,
Why are we segregating these
I
things, man?
think
We'll
they
just
snuck in from Australia. I think they have salt water, but there's like places that where the water is a little bit of this and that, you know, like the river into the ocean or whatever. So I think they hang around those kind of places.
seems like there's got to be a reason why they drew a line.
Well, crocodile is when you're gonna see somebody in a while, but if you're just gonna see them later, they're an alligator.
Valid point.
I think crocodiles are like from a. Well, there's also caimans too. There's a whole other one. Did you know there's
Oh
a third
shit! There's
one?
those are little mean son of a bitches. I think.
Yeah,
Right?
I always forget, but they're like, were
Those are
they
the
in the
ones that
Cayman
bite your
Islands?
fucking ankles all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with it. They
I think
look meaner.
those are 3 feet or less.
Yeah, okay.
Something. I
Are
don't know.
they? I thought they were bigger.
I've always seen them coming at you really, really fast.
They always look deadly and scary, like they
Yeah.
look tough as fuck. But like alligators can look goofy because they can get fat. Like they can eat a lot.
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Go for it. I can continue a little alligator chat here. Chat, sometimes alligators, you ever seen a big old goofy alligator that just like lives too close to somebody? I hate to bring it up, but he's not here. Who has a bunch of chickens or something? Or maybe they live near somebody with like a pig farm or something. They live near something where they're getting too much, or somebody's feeding them. They go to a pond and they toss in full cakes every Saturday, and they're like, "Hey, here you go, gator. You ever seen a fat, goofy gator?" I've seen a bunch of them, like a caiman though, and I've never seen a goofy looking alligator, or excuse me, a crocodile. I've seen a goofy looking alligator, but never a goofy looking crocodile. So I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, you know, higher chance of being goofy, but I think there's also just way more alligators, so I have a higher chance of having more categories of them, you know. But I've seen some before. I've driven through plenty of like there's a lot of neighborhoods in Florida where it's the neighborhood is a golf course, or it's like one golf course and it's in the middle of like 6 neighborhoods. Like they do crazy shit. They do wild stuff. There's like I, the whole state is golfing. Like I don't know, you don't go anywhere to golf. You just some people can just like that. You walk 100 feet somewhere in any direction and you're on a golf course probably. It's like that in some places, and like they all of them they have gators. Like I think it's they want to on purpose. Like they have a bunch of spots for water, right? They got a bunch of little ponds. They want you to lose your ball so you buy more, right? So they got to put these ponds in there, and they got to put a gator in the pond so you don't go and get your ball that you lost in there, right? It's a whole business. You pay, I think a pond costs $100. You get a gator for about $50. You throw the pond down, you throw the gator down, and then every ball that goes in there is done. Nobody's going in there. So every time somebody loses a ball, they have to go to the shop and buy a new golf ball for $4.20, the standard golf ball price. Or you can get, 3 for $10.
What's going on, bro?
Alligators.
It's fucking high as hell.
I gave him the lowdown. I taught him everything I know about gators.
So how are you in the edibles down there? Are you a big edible dude or no?
Bro, the edibles suck. They're so boring. All I do is complain about them. If I want to do
Yeah.
edibles, I just get RSO and just take a gram or two.
And that's kind of where I mean, that's kind of what the rosin edibles are here. The only thing I really gain with the rosin capsules would be, some extra cannabinoids, some extra terpenes, and that it's bonded with the coconut oil. But you can do that with the RSO. So I mean, really, it's along the same freaking lines. Oh, and I get terp burps, dude. When I
Mm,
take it in pill form like this, I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes afterwards, I get this, the terpenes. It just, you burp and it's just,
the green within
yeah, it
wants to come out.
tastes like you fucking ate a little dab of
I've
rosin.
had that before for
Pretty
sure.
fucking good.
Yeah, it's like a lot of legal states have just like a limit of 100 milligrams, and it's like I'm gonna eat 10 gummies for 100 milligrams. No, thank you. Like, so I can't,
So to
or a
have a
whole
night
candy
like this,
bar.
you'd have to stock up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
goodness.
eat a lot. I think on my stream not too long ago, I did like 2,420 milligrams for the memes. I was adding up little edibles and stuff, but it's like hundreds of dollars of edibles because they just upcharge so
Jeez.
much because they're, you know, if you can only sell 100 milligrams, it's not like they're going to charge you what it's actually worth. They're going to charge you what they want to sell a
Were,
unit of a product
were
for.
you like I am now after the 2,000 milligrams?
I was high the next day. I had so many different kinds of edibles. I was eating it over the span of like 5 or 6 hours. I think it was like I
Oh,
was just,
okay.
it was a bunch
Okay.
of, it wasn't all at once. So it was just like,
I feel like I did this an hour and a half before the show,
yeah,
and it hit me full fucking board the whole
yeah.
show.
It's a little
Um,
different like that. Yeah.
yeah, it definitely is. Um, I forgot what I was going to ask you now. That happens a lot from this high.
Yeah. Well, I was high for I think at 24
Oh,
hours maybe. Yeah.
have you noticed when you go to sleep high, especially if you just like eat edibles and then go to sleep, you wake up way fucking higher than when you went to sleep. Like
Yeah.
way higher.
It
Like
happens to me
it's
more so with if there's a decent amount of RSO in there, but it has
like
happened without RSO as
like
well.
there's a multiplying effect that happens there like crazy.
It's like the high pauses almost while you're asleep. I don't know because you're not digesting or whatever. I don't know.
I always wake up and it's pretty much game over, man.
Yeah.
Let's go take another nap.
I've had a few
It,
of those where I'm like, it's like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I'm watching anime in bed still, and I'm
oh
like,
no, I'm
I think I
talking
was
like,
high today.
oh, okay. I was talking about like, yeah, getting up at 8 a.m. and just take another nap. 8,
Oh,
8 a.m. nap sounds pretty
I've
good.
never got up at 8 a.m. That's illegal.
Jesus.
Nah, you're because you got a family. You got to do stuff like that. I don't gotta. I could sleep.
Yeah, how old are you?
Old
Am I
enough.
am I allowed to ask that question?
I don't know if I've ever said it on stream, so I always keep it a mystery just for the memes. But I have a command in the chat where I tell people to type exclamation age, and it gives them the
I
exact birth date and time
I
and
have
weight.
I have my guesses, but
That's okay.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't always live this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Back in Madison in the days, but earlier than that, it was, yeah, it was even a little more redneck and a little more, definitely a little more party, and
Yeah.
did not have the beard, man. The beard thing was just kind of the beard thing. It came upon or came all about because of my mother-in-law. I'd grown a beard for about a year or so, and then I shaved it off because whatever, I don't know why. And she said something about, oh, you couldn't even go a year. So I haven't shaved the beard since. It's been
I don't know how many years ago now. So don't fucking say I can't do something.
You can't shave that beard.
Man, I've had nightmares. I've had nightmares where I just wake up and I'm like, oh shit.
There it is. That is wild.
It's a chore.
Yeah, it's another thing you got to be good at. You lost a
And I
whole
don't know,
skill.
gotta be
You
good
can't
at
smoke
it.
meats because you have a beard. I just figured it out.
You ain't gotta be good at it.
Now you gotta brush it, bro. Look at that beard. You're good at it. Let's stop pretending. I've seen some beards, bro. You're good at it. Let's not lie, dude.
This is me being seductive here. Giving me the beard flick.
He's slowly picking out grams of rosin in his beard.
You should see my keyboard. It's pretty offensive right now.
I believe
I could donate my keyboard to those in need.
I've spilled my jar of AVB on my keyboard, I think 3 times. So it's just got a bunch of it in between the keys. Maybe like a quarter's worth.
That's always nice.
It's in there. I think I'm just gonna buy a new one. Like, you can clean them or you just get a new one.
You can always try to turn upside down, right?
Yeah, it's it's in there. It's under the keys. I spilled a lot.
A lot of work. Seems like at a certain point in time, it'd be worth it to just
hose it off,
right?
Yeah, I think replacing, because I did get one where you can pop the keys off individually and clean underneath it, but I'm like, yeah, the more I think about it, I'm like, there's like 100 of them bitches on there. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
What if you forget where they go, and then put them back in a different place?
Yeah, you got to remember. I got to look at a diagram. Mine actually came with 2 keys in the wrong place, and I haven't swapped them yet. I was like, next time I clean it, I'll do it.
That could be problematic.
It's the alt in that.
Could be very frustrating.
No, it is. It's loaded up. I think some days one of my, I think it's the D key doesn't work, and I'm like, is there something under there? Is there like some weed or something? If there is, I don't know what it is.
My fucking keyboard flashes.
There you go.
Different colors. I mean, I think that's pretty pimp.
Like all the time?
Like right now, it's definitely doing it.
it's definitely doing it. Well, I think I could set mine to do that, but I think I made it not do that. Like as a chill.
I felt cooler. I felt like when I was listening to Pink Floyd, I needed this.
No, that makes sense.
Probably didn't. It's probably not. It's probably excessive. But it feels right. It feels so good.
Yeah. If it feels good. that's the way to do it. I think the lights would... There's too many lights. Everything lights up now. How does everything light up? RGB's on everything.
Got lights in front of me, lights behind me. But there's lights underneath me somewhere.
You look pretty lit. Like, a lot of lights.
Well, bro, I'm up there.
The brightest of them all.
How old is Pedro? I'll get it out there, dude. I don't give a shit.
You can do whatever you need to do.
I'm 44 years old. So I've been around. Like I told you, I've been growing since 99. So 24 some years, you know. There was definitely some time in there that I wasn't growing. But man, in the last 8, 9, 10 years, it's been a very big thing, very big part of my life.
Hell yeah. Well, that's what's up. Yeah, we don't have
CJS says, bro, I'm 62.
Yeah, we got a lot of diversity in the chat.
Yeah, I kind of wondered I kind of wondered, and that's what, that's why I was just asking. I don't give a shit, but it's always interesting to see what your demographic is, how old people are that you're talking to, in your group. In this group of 250 people, but just interesting to see. There we go. We got type it up in chat. Let's hear.
Yeah, a lot of variety in the chat.
32, 30, 21, 31, 23.
Because, you know,
That's
we're
fun.
on Twitch
I
right
don't have
now,
my channel.
which in general is younger, right? There's usually a younger crowd, but, you know, I force the older people along. I'm like, all right, you got to stop by my stream.
42,
Got
42.
him.
Man, we got the 40s and 50s up here. 59, 46. Dude, I feel fucking love.
Some of
Ooh,
those
here
people
comes the
are
young ones.
lying.
29, 19. Yeah, I guess maybe. 29, 42, 22,
Most of them
21.
are probably telling the truth, though. But I know there's some liars in this show. I know
There's-
y'all are lying your ass off.
There's definitely a wide array. If everybody's telling the truth, which I guess I just
Just assume they are. That's probably
Yes,
10% liars.
it feels good, feels right. Man, there's definitely a wide variety of ages here. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Fucking,
Just depends. Look, I
Are we
play a lot.
Are we doing another one more dab? Is it? You're releasing me from my duties at 10, right?
Yeah, you're free to go whenever. You can tell me. I'm chilling. I kind of go with the flow. I don't have like. How do you do a time limit? Like I don't.
It was a joke.
No, you.
I thought it was funny. I thought you might.
I'll laugh later. Don't worry. I'll watch it back. I'll be like, oh, that's what he meant.
I don't feel very much love from that.
Dang, I fucked up. I think you're just really high. I'm not quite as high as you, so it might be a wavelength thing, you know.
I'm not high.
You know, you're intergalactic. High was 1,000 milligrams ago.
I think there's like a circle. Once you get so high, you get to a point where you're not high.
You just are. That's the 24-hour high.
I've definitely heard that. I've definitely heard that before.
So high or not high, you hit the next level. You hit the peak. You plateaued. You did it.
You did it. You won the game.
When you get to the top of the mountain, you can't climb anymore. Like
You can jump though.
Yeah.
Bro, you can go up there and jump.
Yeah, but you could bring a ladder.
But then you're connected.
Stand on it on the
if
top.
You jump, you're fucking flying.
You could jump off the ladder.
Think about it. When you jump, you are flying for a fucking fraction of whatever, however high you jump.
I don't think so. I think you're falling.
I mean, there's definitely a point in which you're going up.
I think the whole time you're falling. Even when you're jumping, you're falling.
You're definitely going up at one point in time.
You're going up, but you're falling. You can fall up.
No.
A fall. Bruh, ski jumpers, when they do that 900-foot jump, they fall all the time. They go up. There's a fall. The whole thing's a fall. There's just a little bit of up and part. I guess it's a jump. And you're not flying though.
I mean, I feel like you kind of are.
You're jumping and falling. That's not how airplanes fly. That's not how birds fly. They fly.
So just because I fly different, I don't fly now. Now you have to define how I fly.
No, I think they define how flight works, and your definition doesn't match the definition of flight.
Bro, it's 2023. I can define however the fuck I want.
All right, he can fly, guys. I'm sorry, my bad. Look, my bad. He can fly. Everybody can fly. We're good. Who else? Look, you can fly if you want to fly. You could be a fly on the wall of people flying. Just make sure you zip up your fly.
Don't you fucking tell me what I can and can't be.
Look, you look pretty fly.
Oh, I know that. I didn't I tell you that earlier?
I think so.
I thought we covered.
I thought it was implied.
I thought it was in the beginning of the show. Oh no, that was backstage. That was in the that was
in the green room.
Testing.
We're having coffee by the water fountain.
Dude, he violated.
Alright,
I'll call 911 later.
stop.
Or isn't there a number? Is
Do
it
it.
4220?
420.
He made
The
me.
authorities.
He made me.
That was forced. What happened? What happened to? I was forced. I was coerced.
Are we taking one more dab?
For sure. Do you want to take another dab?
Yeah, I think I'm down to take a big one. And God, why does it always gotta sound? I know, right? It always sounds bad.
It's because you add the why does it always sound bad afterwards. If you just keep going, it's done.
If you just keep going and just roll with it, it
they
doesn't
add up
sound
over
like
time, but like
right.
you just it's like because 20% of 30% of everything sounds like that. But if you focus on it, then it all sounds like that.
Do you really think that's the percentage?
I think it's 69%.
Now, see, that's baiting.
You're the master of it.
That's baiting.
All right, chat. Does anybody in the Twitch chat have dabs ready? Let's see those 710s. Let's do a dangle spinny 710. This is the last hurrah. This one that's gonna knock him out. We got it.
Oh, dude.
Finish him.
I think I'm already knocked out. Hang on, it's gonna take me 40 seconds over here.
No, you're good. I'll count to 40 while we wait. So anyway, alligators. So they eat the golf balls. You have to buy. They're $4.20 each. You get 3 for 10. I'm trying to pick back up where I left off. This is very important. And yeah, that's how they make their money. End of the story. All right. No, I think they sell you. I think you have to pay to golf. You don't just golf for free. You don't just show up with clubs. But they sell you the balls. I think they bring you drinks too. That you get like a $10 beer. I don't know if you do. You call down to the. Could you have the cart girl, bring me a beer to hole number 13?
I've never had that happen. I've never done that.
You never golfed?
No, I've golfed.
Uh.
So the bring me a beer thing, we always had. We had big coolers.
I only go to the billionaire country clubs where they bring you every drink, so it's fresh.
Fucking coolers and beer bongs, man. That's just the way it was done.
They have the Lamborghini golf carts. I don't golf. I'm just making it up. But in my head, like I want to.
I saw a Lamborghini yacht today on Instagram.
I was just thinking I want a yacht and I want to golf. How do we get the Lamborghini yacht?
Cheers.
You spend a lot of money on it.
That was hot.
Oh shit. So Lamborghini yacht actually does sound pretty incredible because it's like I don't want a slow yacht. Who would want? Is it good though? Is it their first yacht they've made? Or are they out here pumping them out?
It looked really sexy.
Oh, I imagine it didn't look ugly.
I mean, it definitely turned me on. Without doubt.
You ought to talk about it.
So do you stream every single freaking night? Is this a constant thing? Are you is this 24/7? Are you what's the deal?
It usually starts at 9 Eastern, but lately I've been doing earlier ones just for the memes.
9 Eastern, and how long do you go? 5 hours.
5 hours about. It's like 30. I do a little pre-stream too.
And you're doing this every single day, or do you take like the weekends off? Give yourself 401k. How's it?
I usually stream every day. Sometimes I'll take days off, but usually it's just easier to do it every day. Some days I'll make a video or do other content during the day.
What if you're not home? Then do you do an away stream?
I'm just home. I was away for a couple of days not too long ago, and I didn't stream at all because I just wasn't there. I could have, but I was like, man,
you didn't give them anything. You just
nothing.
You just abandoned them. I don't know if that doesn't really seem right to me.
I had to test their loyalty.
Did you
see if
tell
they
them?
stayed. Oh no.
Not even. Wow.
Keep them guessing.
Keep me guessing. This could be loud, Daddy.
No, I told them. I mentioned it a couple of times.
I'm sure you did.
But not everybody hears, so, you know.
I understand that. I understand that.
He
Big
harms
time.
us. This is true.
You've definitely gained a pretty goddamn good following over here, man. And I think you're right, man. It's a consistency, and I think I really think that fucking shirt button has something to do with it.
Oh, bro.
But
Well, I know you're coming on.
I feel like I've been following you for a freaking minute now, man, and I watched you fucking grow fucking pretty goddamn big over here, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, shit. I mean, I'll be happy to share some insight. I know you're on your 17th deleted Instagram account. I'm gonna tell you, it's not the best place to post. Like,
it's not very fun.
I know you're sticking to what you like, but there's some other stuff. There's other places. Twitch is on the better end, but then it's live streams only. I know you're not on Twitter, but Twitter doesn't delete you for weed. It's even better now.
Isn't that called?
Lately.
Isn't that the X one?
Oh yeah, it's called it. Look, it has another name now, but like
that's the X.
Yeah, but I still call it Twitter. Yeah, you should get on that. Do you use Threads, the Instagram Threads?
No.
Okay. Yeah, nobody uses that. I would say that's owned by Instagram. It's like that's Twitter, but then they'll still delete you for weed and rosin. You know what I mean? Because it's owned by Instagram.
Okay. So I need to go twit.
Yeah, you need to sign up on X.com for an account. Start posting some videos on X, some X videos, if you will. Look.
Why does it sound so bad?
That one's supposed to, I think. That might be a marketing thing. I don't even know. X.com. Yes. But it's so easy to type.
Well, dude.
I think that's better. Yeah. Is it about that time for you?
I think it's about that time. I got to go check the garden.
Yeah. No worries. I figured you're busy, so I didn't want to keep you too long.
I'm trying to get ready for. I got to wash some hash this weekend. The outdoor garden is just coming down. It's a little early, unfortunately, because of some pest pressure. But no, so I'm starting to wash the outdoor flower already, and yeah, I've got to get the indoor run going again. And
yeah, well, plug anything you want to tell us about. I know you got the variable show. Your Twitch, I guess, I'm going to shout out here.
Yeah, it's the Variables podcast on Friday nights, 9:00 Mountain Standard Time. We talk about all of the variables of growing and processing cannabis and kind of anything there in between. We've got Mr.Rosins.neighborhood on Instagram is my most active Instagram account, I suppose. The Heady Vault for if you guys are into any of the glass art that I love so much. I think that's about it, man.
Hell yeah.
That's about it. I appreciate you, like I said.
Yeah, shout out your Twitch, chat, give them a follow. I put the Instagram, Mr. Rosin's Neighborhood, in the link. Chat, say thanks to Pedro for stopping by and chatting with us. And I appreciate you hanging out, and we'll probably try to have you on again soon. This was fun.
It sounds good, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. I said I'll be lurking in chat.
Do what you gotta do. Later, my dude. Take care. Hope those plants are looking nice.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Later. Nice. That was a good sesh, chat. That was a good sesh.